What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get started, can't speak. With today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we are now 183 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. Which archetype do you believe should get new support in 2025? Let me know down in the comments below. And speaking of new support, today's video, we actually have something very, very interesting for you guys today. And if you guys recall, the tactical tri-pack booster set that I had talked about in a previous video, today's video we're going to be talking about some new Dark Magician support that has been added to that booster set. And honestly, I'm actually kind of excited for it, because you guys know as well as I that it's just gonna get more and more crazier from here when it comes to getting new support for Dark Magician. And I will say that every time we get new Dark Magician support, there's always going to be that one person out there in the world that will always say, oh, this card sucks, this card is not good in this deck. Let's be real, yeah, there might be some cards that are not good, but everything else kind of is. There we go. Sorry guys, I had to adjust my tripod going down. Sorry guys. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna get straight into it, because this is gonna be one hell of a discussion with these new cards. So let's kick things off with Dark Magician of Destruction. You heard me right. Dark Magician of Destruction. Absolute incredible artwork. It is some incredible artwork, you guys. 8-star Dark Spellcaster Fusion, 2800 attack, 2600 defense, and it requires a Dark Magician and a light or dark monster. And it says that it must be either fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck by banishing a level 6 or higher dark spellcaster you control during the turn a spell or effect was previously activated. You can always special summon this card once per turn this way, no matter which method you use. And it has two separate effects. The first effect reads, this card's name becomes Dark Magician while face up on the field or in the grave. Second effect reads, if this card is special summoned, you can add a Dark Magician or a card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. This is literally Stratos. This is literally Stratos on steroids. Because for one, its first effect, this card's name is Dark Magician, meaning that it doesn't matter whether it's on the field or in the graveyard. It's literally Dark Magician, and this card is a crazy target for Eternal Soul, because with Eternal Soul, you get to special summon Dark Magician from your graveyard or your hand right off the bat, and because this card counts as Dark Magician, guess what? You get to bring this guy out back from your graveyard, and you get to search for more cards to your hand. So initially, so initially, this is basically your +1. You're literally plussing off of this card alone. Literally incredible. This is by far one of the craziest cards ever. And the funny thing is that you're only allowed to use use one of its two summoning mechanics once per turn. Literally, it's either fusion summon or special summon. So you could literally bring back Dark Magician from your graveyard even after you've used one of the two methods. That by far is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Wow. Again, and also too, it's a 2800 body. You're searching cards to your hand, and it basically ensures that it gets protected by Eternal Soul, kind of similar to Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, which even that card alone is just crazy. Next up, we've got Timaeus the United Magic Dragon. Which honestly looks super badass. Incredible artwork, you guys. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Which is so this is a 10-star light dragon fusion with 2800 attack, 1800 defense, and it requires either Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl plus a dragon or spellcaster. So just that alone, hypothetically speaking, you can go Eternal Soul, bring back Dark Magician from your graveyard, activate the eye of Timaeus, and you basically get to bring this guy out, no issues whatsoever. Honestly, that's kind of cracked. That is actually kind of cracked. Let's see here. The second and third effects are both once per turn. The first effect reads, after this card is special summoned until the end of your next turn, this card is unaffected by other cards' effects. Second effect reads, if this card battles during damage cow, you can make this card gain 100 attack for each spell in both graveyards and banishment. Oh my god, wow. Third effect reads, during your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can target one spell or trap on the field and destroy it. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, you can basically use the effects of a Dark Law, right? So if you have a small Dark Hero package and you're able to take, let's say, a Destiny Hero Drill Dark and a Mash Change, turn Drill Dark into a Dark Law, if you will, it literally ensures that all of your opponent's cards get sent to their banishment, which even that alone is just is just incredible. But even without it, even without the hero package in a Dark Magician deck, this card literally just gains attack for every card in both graves and banishment. So it doesn't matter if you have a Dark Law on board or not, or some other way to banish your opponent's cards. Either way, this card's attack could go up to potentially like 4,000, 4,200 at best. At best, which is incredible. And it also is basically MST. It literally is MST on your opponent's turn, which is crazy. The final new card, actually, there's only 3 new cards, but there is an alternate art reprint and then just a bunch of random reprints. The last new card will be known as, is called the Gaze of Timaeus. and it is a quick play spell with the effect being a once per turn that reads: target one Dark Magician or Dark Magician girl you control or in your grave. Fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck that mentions it as material by shuffling that monster into the deck, but banish it during the end phase of the next turn. This is treated as a special summon with the Eye of Timaeus. Okay, do I think that this card is good? Hypothetically speaking, yes, it is good. The only issue that I have is that it gets banished. That is the only issue. And because that it gets banished, there's really not much you can do. There's really not much you can do with this card. Like, if you were to banish I'll say Magic Dragon as a random example, you would need to find some way to bring it back, and the only other card that I can think of that can work is DDR, Different Dimension Reincarnation, where you're able to target any monster in your banished pile, or I think in your grave, and you special summon it, and when DDR gets destroyed, then the monster in question also gets destroyed and sent to the grave. That right there is like the only other option I could think of, unless if there are others, in which case you can let me know down in the comments below. Just like with the fact that I'm trying to figure out what alternatives I could use for an Edison Blackwing deck. I actually found out that my locals has does Edison tournament on Wednesday. So I'm trying to think of good alternatives for cards like for cards such as such as like a second Blackwing Orange Wing and a second Blackwing Armor Master, potentially for a good replacement for Trap Dushu, because I know that Card Destruction is a really good replacement for Trap Dushu. I'm gonna be posting my deck list, if you will, on X. So if you guys do have any alternatives when it comes to a Edison competitive Blackwing deck, you guys can let me know in the comments below. Or actually, you know what? I'll show it off. I'll show off what I have so far. So, just really quickly, I've got pretty much the basic Blackwing build. It's 3 Blizzard, 3 Bora, 1 Gale, 3 Kalu, 3 Shura, 3 Sirocco, which I am actually missing 3 Sirocco, 2 Vayu. I know that some Blackwing decks do use Dad, but I've got Gores as a good replacement. 1 Allure, double Whirlwind, double Book of Moon, BrainCon, Heavy Storm, MST, Card Destruction, double Bottomless, double Deep Prison, double Starlight Road. I know that some people use 3 Icarus Attack, but I only have 1, so I didn't know what a good replacement would be for it. So 2 Starlight Road, 2 Jar of Greed as a good replacement for Legacy of Yada, Mirror Force, Judgment, 2 Saku, Sakura to Armor, Fortress Dragon, Catastor, Black Rose, Silver Wind, 2 Armed Wing, 2 Armor Master, a Brio, Colossal Fighter, Red Dragon Archfiend as a replacement for Dark End Dragon. Those are some of the cards that I have. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna do the full complete deck profile, but you guys will know at a later time. But that's for, again, that is for a different video. But again, I brought that up as a way to let you guys know that there are ways that you can add other cards to certain decks. You know, like with Dark Magician, obviously DDR is definitely a good card because if you play Gaze of Timaeus, then you literally would have to find a way to bring the card back in question, unless if you have a rank 8 summon. If you have a rank 8 Xyz monster, then you can use Dark Magician the Dragon Knight plus any other level 8 Dark Magician fusion that you may have at your disposal, overlay them into a rank 8, detach, and you're off to the races from there. Is it good? It can be, but it just depends on how it gets played. The alternate art reprint that I was referring to was known as Secrets of Dark Magic, which honestly actually looks kind of badass. It actually looks really good. It legit looks so good. Absolutely incredible, you guys. Excuse me. The reprints that will be in the Tactical Tri set are as followed: Dark Magician Girl, Timaeus the United Dragon, Palladium Oracle Mahad, Apprentice Illusion Magician, Magician's Rod, Magician's Souls, Illusion of Chaos, Amulet Dragon, Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, the Dark Magicians, Master of Chaos, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, the Eye of Timaeus, Dark Magical Circle, Soul Servant, Secrets of Dark Magic, the original artwork, Magician's Salvation, Eternal Soul, Selene, Queen of the Master Magicians, and Artemis the Magistus Moon Maiden. It's weird because out of all three new cards, the spell is like the only card that's like decent, but it's also, it has its pros, it has its cons, and I think one of the biggest cons is, again, the fact that the deck doesn't have a way to bring back cards from the banished pile, and the only way that you could is if you had cards like Cyframe Lord Omega, Different Dimension Reincarnation is another good example. So for that, you would need to have DDR and the Cyframe package, which I think is like Driver plus Gamma, and you pretty much have a way to bring out Omega to bring to bring back your cards. So I mean, that right there is not bad, but who knows? I think once we get these cards on Master Duel and even in the competitive TCG, then yes, it will be real. Then yes, I do believe that Dark Magician could become really good. But in my opinion, it's more of a rogue strategy, meaning that there will be times where the deck will win, but there's gonna be but most of the time it's just gonna end up failing miserably. That's just my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but we will have to wait and see. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. If you guys want to send me fan mail and you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.